Hello, I'm going to start my presentation today with a quiz, and you would have to guess my topic. So my quiz is about who am I? I'm going to give you a few clues, and with those clues, you'll all have to guess. So my first clue is, in 2010, I enabled my users to advertise their thoughts. The second clue, in 2013, I brought Vine. Next is the same year, I also became publicly traded and allowed feeding embedded images. And then in 2014, I gave myself a new look. In 2015, I removed characters from my messages. So any guesses? Who am I? Last but not the least, in 2006, when my primary purpose was to be a microblogging platform where users could make an update in 140 characters or less. Now you know, I'm Twitter. So I'm going to talk about the future of Twitter today in my presentation. What is the future of Twitter? That is my presentation. A couple of facts. Twitter rapidly grew, and in 2013 and filed the necessary paperwork with the US Securities and Exchange Commission to launch their IPO. That is the main reason why the one simple platform is not simple anymore. And now that Twitter has the added pressure to please its investors and provide a return on their investment. So what's the future of Twitter? Here are 5 predictions on the direction the platform is going. Number 1 is Twitter creates separate news application. And then I have some details here which you can read. I'm not gonna spend the time reading it. Number 2 is company attempts to become a player in the business communication space by offering new suite of paid tools. So using paid tools could be a future choice for future option for Twitter to sustain. Number 3, character count expands by 10 to 20 characters. I'm sure those of us who use Twitter on a regular basis, that's one of the challenges we face. It has such a restricted capacity, character limit, 140 characters. So if they consider extending or increasing the character counts by at least 10 to 20 characters, that might help them to be on the race with other social media platforms. Number 4, the fourth option is sponsored tweets stick to the top of Twitter's feed and app. So if they concentrate more on paid tweets, sponsored tweets that will appear more on the top of their feed, that might help them sustain. And the last option, the last choice, is request for more personal information to match users with similar interests, like we see on Facebook. We can feed Facebook with our personal interests, and it will match the posts or the feeds that goes with our interest, and that makes Facebook more appealing to its users. So Twitter probably can consider that as well. And that brings me to the end of my presentation for today. Just for credits, I've used information in my presentation from the history of Twitter from an online source. Thanks everyone.